welcome or welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be a nice idea today to do a little what my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5 looks like. And don't get me wrong, I am really not that crazy. I like to spend most of my spare time just relaxing and unwinding, but it does look different time to time in season to season. So in the winter, this is what my 5 to 9 will look like. So it's literally just gone 5 now, so I did get home a little bit before 5 today, which was nice, and managed to just get ready. And I've got a tiny bit of cleaning done around the house that I didn't get around to doing last night. I did not feel like doing it before work this morning. For context, if you don't know, if you're new here, I am a dog groomer by day, so that is what I do for my 9 to 5, and some days look a bit different. Some days I'll finish earlier, some days I'll finish later, some days I have different gym classes on, etc, etc. So most nights are slightly different to each other, but I like to generally fit a range of different things into each evening, regardless of kind of what that looks like, what order it's in, all that kind of stuff. Today's Wednesday, and I was actually supposed to be going to a gym class. I was meant to be going to a step class. I really am loving step at the moment. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the gym, and I'm not gonna lie, up until a couple of weeks ago, I was like nowhere to be seen in the gym, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that I'm not a in the gym girly. As much as I sometimes enjoy doing free weights and all that thing, generally I get bored, I get unmotivated. It's not my favourite way to work out. I've discovered that classes are definitely the way forward. Unfortunately, being a 9 to 5 girly, I've either got to do them early in the morning or in my evenings, and I am not an early morning gym kind of girl. So that does mean that I'm having to do all of my workouts after work in the evening, like the majority of the population, honestly. I was meant to be stepping tonight, however, my gym instructor has had to cancel the class for this evening. So I did still want to do a kind of workout. So I'm going to go for a run with my boyfriend tonight in a very short while. I'm looking at my wrist, there is a watch on underneath this fabric. Typically I don't go for runs, especially not roadside running. I do like to go on the treadmill from time to time. I actually really enjoy running, but it's just something I don't do regularly, especially in the winter and especially outside in the winter. But Ben's trying to incorporate more exercise into his evenings, and I thought I quite enjoy running. I'll come along with you for today, especially since my class has been cancelled. So I don't know how long we're going to go for. Just whatever feels right. Honestly, I love to exercise. It makes me feel good. However, I'm also not about forcing myself into doing things that I don't want to do. You know, there's a difference between being self-motivated and being too hard on yourself, if that makes sense. I'm up for a run. I'm up to get a bit of exercise in, whether that looks more walking than running. I don't care, as long as I'm out there and I'm doing something. So that is the plan. And then hopefully when we get back and we've had a shower, I think I'm going to be feeling pretty hungry. Okay, so we're back from the run. I'll put my stats up. Like I say, it wasn't like a groundbreaking run. It was just to get a little bit of movement in, go at a pace that fitted both of us, because like I say, Ben's relatively new to running, so I just wanted to make sure that he was like comfortable throughout, and I was just kind of there along for the ride. But I'm just still glad that I got a bit of movement in. Anyway, we're back. While he's utilizing the ensuite and having his shower, I'm going to quickly prep a tiny bit for dinner, because I'm probably going to eat straight after the shower, because I am a hungry girl. Having a pretty simplistic, basic meal tonight. Just worked out to be easy because I've got quite a bit of reading to do tonight for a different vlog, which hopefully you've seen. So tonight I'm having sea bass with potatoes and veg. It's going to be really simple, not a lot of cooking involved. It's all just getting the veg cooked and frying off the sea bass. So I'm just going to get a pot full of boiling water for my potatoes, and whilst that's doing its thing, I'm going to jump in the shower. It's not a hair wash day today, so purely just getting the body clean. And I'll also run you through my evening skincare, which has literally become one of my favorite times of the day. Like, I love doing my evening skincare. It's just a nice little like 10 minutes to myself, and I just feel so lovely and refreshed afterwards. But anyway, do the sea bass. Get this pan nice and hot. Like I was saying, I'm having it pretty plain. I think I'll just end up garnishing it with a little bit of lemon juice, black pepper, and maybe a splodge of tartar sauce, because fish and tartar sauce is just another level. Also, ignore my hair. It wasn't hair wash day today, so I didn't want to get it wet, but I was going to do my skincare after the shower. Benji's still busy, and that's fine, so we'll do dinner now and then we'll do skincare. I just bought the boneless sea bass from Tesco. I've already had one fillet, and it was so good. Like, it was way better than I thought. I feel like Tesco fish and some of their meat, to be fair, can be quite hit or miss, but it just felt like really good quality. So that's what we're going to be having for our dinner tonight, with some potatoes, tender stem, broccoli, and maybe I'll have a sweet treat tonight. I'm really fancying a hot chocolate, so. Officially the best time of the evening, which is skincare time. I was really lazy with my evening skincare, in particular in 2024, and one thing I really wanted to bring into this year was to be more on top of skincare, and that meant morning and night, because I still had some mornings where I'd wake up and just like completely neglect it. Whereas I really wanted to make a point of doing both morning and evening skincare regularly, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. Like I say, it's actually one of my favourite times of the evening now, because it's just like 5-10 minutes to myself, and I just feel really pampered, even though it's the same kind of routine every night and it's nothing crazy. I really have quite a simple skincare routine, and at the moment it is serving me, it is working for me. There's nothing super major that I want to tackle, so I'm just using the same products, and they're all super affordable, and they're doing bits for me. So, but I thought I would talk you through what I'm using. Obviously, first things first, you've got to get the cuffs on, you know what I'm saying? Day to day, I don't really wear makeup, because as a dog groomer, it is literally futile. Having makeup on would make my day less enjoyable and more difficult. So I don't bother wearing makeup. So I only need to do the one cleanse, which is quite handy. So I don't double cleanse very often, because it's not very often that I'm wearing makeup. And my cleanser of choice morning and night is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser for normal to dry skin. I would say my skin is definitely more dry than it is oily, so I lean more towards dry products. But yeah, it's fragrance free, it doesn't upset me, and it just leaves me feeling really nice and clean afterwards. So next up is serums, and I'm only using one serum at the moment, and that is the Bioma Hydrating Serum. It's got, I'm gonna really butcher these names, it's a triceramide complex, squalane and glycerin, I think. This is just really good at keeping skin hydrated, I suppose, and I've been using this daily for a few months, and I think it does just inject a bit of moisture into my face. And again, it's really affordable. I know typically you should probably splash out the most on serums, because they're like tackling specific skin complaints or whatever, but I'm very blessed with my skin. There's nothing pressing at the moment that I feel like I need to address, other than I just wish my skin felt a bit more hydrated. So this is what we're using. The one skin complaint that I have had sort of recently is really dry under eyes. I was suffering for so many weeks. I practically looked like I'd been punched in the face. It was terrible. I'd wake up every morning, my eyes were both really red and like just super dry. And it was starting to really get me down, because I couldn't even wear concealer. Like, wearing concealer made it worse, because it would just stick to the dry, like inflamed skin. So the one thing so far that I've used that has kept that at bay and just kept it all looking really nice and neutral is the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. Again, I didn't want to spend loads and loads of money on like an eye cream before I tried something a bit more affordable, because it just seemed a bit silly to do that, and I'd never really had to use eye cream before. So I thought I'd give this a go. I actually had really good reviews, and lo and behold, so far for me, since using it over the last month, my eyes have dramatically improved. So this is like a holy grail for me now. Every night I'm using this, and it just made such a difference to the just moisture levels. And then lastly, it's the night cream, and I've only been using this for about a week or so now, and I've got the Aveeno Calm and Restore for sensitive skin rehydrating night cream. I've got an Aveeno toner because whilst I used to love like the Pixie Glow toners, I think they were a little bit too harsh on my skin. My skin does get very sensitive, especially to temperature. A lot of the time, once I've had a hot shower, it can get really blotchy, and it was even happening sometimes using skincare products, and it made me feel very self-conscious because it would go down eventually, but it would take probably like a good 20-30 minutes for my skin tone to like completely even out. And if I was like trying to quickly get ready for something, sometimes it would still look like that by the time that I'd left, and I hated it. And so I've been trying to be a bit more mindful about what kind of products I'm putting on my skin. The Aveeno one seems to be working for me. And yeah, I wanted to start incorporating a night cream into my routine just to inject a bit more moisture into my skin. That is literally my skincare routine done. The simplistic nature of it has been working so well for me, but I just enjoy this little time I get to myself before I proper settle down for the evening, just to take care of myself. And it works wonders. So it's now like 8:30 and I've just been relaxing on the sofa. This is what I basically do for the majority of my 5 to 9 in the evenings, is sit on this sofa with a blanket. TV might be on, and I'm probably reading a book. And the book that I'm currently reading is Apprentice to the Villain, and I've literally got like 30 pages left. I'm gonna finish this a bit later on. My thoughts are actually in my latest reading vlog, which I believe should be up by now. And the only thing I'm gonna say is it's a bit of a force now to get through this. I feel like I am forcing myself, but anyway, I'm gonna just hang around for a bit longer because at 9 o'clock my favorite show starts, which is The Traitors. I am thoroughly invested. I'm obsessed with The Traitors. I'm actually sad on the days it's not on, which is unlike me because I often really struggle to watch TV shows that are on every night because it's just the commitment is too much for me. I hate having to tune in every single night for something, but The Traitors is something that when it's not on for like 2 nights, I really miss it. So I'm very happy that it's back on again tonight, and I might even do a bit of book journaling and just enjoy the rest of my evening.